continue on here. And a little note on victory conditions. It's imperative that I get one of the leaders, either Maximilian or Juarez, into Mexico City. Right now, it's controlled by the Imperials, so I can get Maximilian in there, but we got to get him in there within the next couple turns because it's the last turn. What we have been doing, though, and like I said, this is my first game. I'm definitely going to do a second game of this as a veteran player, and we could do things a lot different. But we've been piddling around with, we've been pulling a McClellan. We've been doing a McClellan in the Civil War where we just keep on building up forces. So we've been spending all of our action points and not really doing too much marching. Although Custer has been putting the old threat on Mexico City, but I think the time for logistics is over. We got 2 turns, and it's going to be nothing but a hailstorm of marches and combats. Because, like I said, we're down to the last turn or 2. Victory points are awarded for fortresses and ports. A big victory point total is Veracruz. So that gives you, and big in this game is 2 or 3 victory points. I think that's a 2 victory pointer where everything else is pretty well a 1 victory point for a port or a fortress, and then a big boost with 2 victory points or 3, maybe having your leader in the capital. So that's what we're going to do here when we return. We'll be rolling for naval supremacy. Like I said, the Europeans are backlogged. Now, I've had some, supposedly in this scenario, troubles in Europe that have kept them away, but our role for naval supremacy is definitely key in this game. You can see here we got our fictitious French infantry unit with their Chat B. It's some kind of rifle barreled chest pod or something. I forgot what it is. Type of a gun. And they're going to be coming in onto the theater with some modern weaponry, or modern for that day. And we're trying to get us this leader down here. What's his name? See if we can't get that in there. Salam, or whatever. Okay. So we're trying to get him in there, and that is the state of the game. We're getting ready to roll for naval supremacy, and it will be a flurry of action, I think, coming on up. So if you like, another thing, I want to give a plug. Now I'm here thinking, this is my favorite tabletop video. And I think if you look at the comments, I even wrote it and told them it's my favorite tabletop video. And I mean, don't get me wrong, we like tabletop CP and everything else, but the way these guys did this certain show here was just great. They got color commentators, and it's just, it's really good. It's done killer. So a big plug to 1944 Operation Blue Coat. Let's see if I can get you any more info down here. It is Little Wars TV's who they gave it to. Let's see if we can go down here and get us some more info. There you go. Fireball forward, that's who he is. Little plug out. It's a great video on and just the way he did it. I mean, he went to Normandy, went to a certain spot. Just watch the video. It's really good. And we'll be back. All right. Well, I think before we make any more moves, we're going to call it a night. It's getting late. Eyes are getting heavy. My better half works late on a night like tonight, so I kind of got to stay up for her. I told her I'd be up playing some games, but I think I'm going to get horizontal. Before I do, though, I want to make note, just looking at this game. Like I said, we're getting towards the end of it. I've got McClellan's name in my head. It's not him. It is Sheridan, yep. He don't have no supply. So, and he's got to attack across the Rio Grande into a base. Might be better for him just to go around. That's a lot of time consuming. We got a nice force here. He needs to go around and commence either attacking Monterey, getting that fortress with these 2 groups of units. If he wants to break the siege, he can. There's also siege options in this game, but you'll need a good amount of movement points And, well, I guess one march could do it if you can go all the way around. For some reason, the way you do sieges in this game is by surrounding it with zones control. And then you could wait. I don't know if we got enough turns. We only got 2 months or two turns left in this game, so I don't know if we got any more time for sieges. But, yeah, we could bypass this unit here. Head on down here for a assault on Monterey, I believe that is. Down here, like I said, old Veracruz is worth a couple. That's an important port. It's worth a couple of victory points. We can get old Wallace to get going. Let's see if he's got any supply too. We might have to pull. We need to do it what the old Imperials did last turn. And their units already got more supply than ours do. All right, we'll see. He's supplyless, but these are some nice divisions. Big fat U.S. divisions here. All right, then we got our other spots here. Garrisoned by Mexican Republic partisan units. I don't know how that would go over politically, but the rules say it can be done, so we went ahead and did it. And this part of the map, and I don't know, even if I play this game again as a veteran, there ain't really much going on up here. That was a waste of units. I had a whole bunch of units on here. Had to move on down when I first started the game because it's easy to see there's nothing up here, nothing valuable to the game. Oh, more Mexican Republic units. And it ain't really a big stack. I got a bunch of garrison units there. I think we've already been through that where it looks formidable, but really ain't. Maybe we can move him, but like I said, these are a lot of action points. We won't be spending. I don't think we'll be using too many. We need a nice roll, but we could use a little bit of supply and tactics, and we only have 3 tactics markers available for purchase. Everybody else is stocked up, so we can need, if we buy anything as the allied player, it is supply and tactics. Down here we got Custer. Definitely, I think, able to take Mexico City, but he's in between a couple nice little groups and a big Confederate group that I'm sure is dying to get some payback. And if nothing else, we got Allied forces up there. Mexican Republican units can come down and definitely take on Mexico City if we can get that taken care of and get our man Juarez in there. I think that might be a key. So capturing Veracruz, Mexico City, bypassing Monterey, doing what I can with them. Do I have enough action points? Actually, you can, because I've been averaging on the Imperial player about 15. That's a lot of marches. So we should be able to get a lot done. That is the state of where we're at. We'll be back another day to continue on with our Rio Grande War. Be back. All right, we're back with the very important naval supremacy die roll. And let's see what's going on here. Naval supremacy die roll. Modifiers. Huh. Imperial controls 3 or more ports on the Caribbean. They only control 1. We've been through this before, although we've gained some since last time, so. Allies control 3 or more ports on the Caribbean plus 1. We control 1, 2, 3, 4, so we get a plus 1 on the die roll for naval supremacy. Ain't looking good. And we will abstract representation, I guess, of the balance of power in the Caribbean and or the Atlantic. Here we go. Oh, plus 1 for the Allies. They get a 4. Which turns into a 5. Imperials. Looking for a 5 or 6, I think. They get a 4. So Allies retain naval supremacy. Bad blow for the Imperials, that's for sure. Alright, because now they're stuck with those units out there in the staging area. We're off and running for our second to last turn. Oh, naval supremacy, allied events phase. Alright. Watching the old English Woodsman. That's another channel I like to watch every once in a while. Is camping channels. They're out there in the storms. I don't know, something about it. I don't camp much anymore. I need to. But yeah, just one of my favorite pastimes is camping. Or watching other people camp, I guess. That's how lame I am. Alright, Allied action points. Allied event table. I think there are no modifiers. So I'm just going to go ahead and roll. It's a good guy die. We get a 4. 4s are wild. Filibuster. Recruit 1 Mexican Republic untried cavalry or infantry unit and 2 supply points. We need that. Deploy on 1 coastal hex. Caribbean or Pacific. Hex cannot contain Imperial units under control. 1 Mexican Republic untried cavalry. Alright, 1 Mexican Republic untried cavalry. That'll work right there. Ooh, oh, there's a partisan cavalry, I guess. Oh, no. Huh. We will have to find out which one we want to use. And what will be the difference? Oh, okay. One, I think it's that colored part. I think the one that isn't colored in is militia. We'll be right back. All right, militia are partisans. So we put him back. Oh, you know what? I got the wrong. All right, here we go. Cavalry. There you go, Republic Cavalry. Right there. Alright, filibuster recruit 1 Mexican Republic untried cavalry unit. Oh, nope, he's tried. Oh, we have an untried cavalry unit here with us. There we go. That's the one we're looking for. Alright, I'll get it right. Alright, so we got one of him. Ah, no nails. Alright, there you go. 2 supply points. We'll take those 1 and 2. Alright. Deploy on 1 coastal hex. Oh, y'all gotta go on 1 hex. Alright, so we'll find out what hex we want to put them on. Oh, and I guess it'll have to be Tampico or Tampico. Looks like a good one to me. It's not in an enemy zone of control. U.S. supply unit. A couple supplies. Cavalry added to our U.S. Marine regiment. There you go. We will look further on to the side of our event. And we get 3 action points to start off with. Alright. Now we get a point for each leader on the map. And we have 1. Oh, 2. Yeah, just 2. 3. I think this will be a 4-5. 4 or 5, yep. 4, 5. 6, 7. Alright, hasn't changed since last time, so we'll get an extra 7 on a 3, and then we get to 10. Then Allied control ports in the Caribbean. 1 each. That came in handy with putting our partisans in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, a little short this time. I thought last turn we had 15 action points. Huh. What has changed? Let me look and see real quick. We should have had more than last turn. Right back. We must have had a better roll or something. Because I see us still coming up with 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points. And that filibuster gave us 11, 12, 13, 14. Huh. Alright. We will be back with the, I believe it's the recruitment phase. Let's see here. Deploying units. Oh, I watched a little bit of all the Players Aid talking about their gaming convention. And one thing he did say, he said, some of the rooms got loud. He said, and I guess that's the way it would be when you get good die rolls or bad die rolls. But he said there was some of the loudness was attributed to rules disputes. I would imagine, and I don't know how it is in most games, but yeah, I can imagine, and it is a game, but you want to, and I've played games before where people have said, and if it's just a fun game, that's fine. But I've played a game, I think it was a Dracula game or something we were playing where they were doing it wrong, and it was kind of like you're just going through the motions, and I wasn't into it. And I think they knew that, so I think we just quit the game. They knew that, they're like, well, you're not into it. I'm like, well, you ain't really playing the game right now. Play, but I'm just going through the motions, and yeah, it's thing about rules, I guess. And like I said, I'm thinking back, I maybe should have just put more effort into it and acted like I was enjoying it, which it was. But when somebody's playing the game wrong, it's whatever. All right, let's move off to my soapbox. What are we doing here? We're looking for R. But I thought that was funny. He said that. I can imagine it does. Naval supremacy, events phase, action, point determination, and recruit. All right, let's see what we can get for our 15. Like I said, we got to do a lot of movement. So I don't know how much recruiting we will do. I do know that we need some supply, but the only problem is getting supply to where I need it. I can't get none more to Custer because he's all in allied, our imperial zones of control. So we can't supply the guys in zones. He might have to come out, and I think he might be down to his last supply. So that's one of they don't have supply lines in here, but if you don't keep them in supply with your supply points, you definitely suffer what they call sustainment. Another word for supply in this game, which is cool. I like this. It's a really good game. I'm really enjoying this Rio Grande. It's between this one and I'm more of I guess a Civil War type. World War II ain't bad, and it's all got its place, but I can't wait. I'd love to play another game of that. Operation Unthinkable, the Russians versus the United States. Oh, I had some good plans in that game, but I just totally misjudged the. And I was able to hold the power of the Soviet Union on their deployment, but I was able to hold them off for a while. All right, let's get back here. Where we at? How many buy some units? See what we're going to do on our purchases or recruitment. We'll be right back. All right, well, I kind of did that wrong already. But anyway, I'm going to start the purchase with 3 supply points. It'll go to Sheridan. He's out of supply. He don't have no supply points with him, which is fine as long as he's in a base, but he plans on moving out somehow. What else do we need? We have tactics markers. If I minus 3 from that, that'll leave me 11 action points. I don't think I have 11 marches. So I'm going to have to purchase some more units. Let us purchase a... hold on, that's a good question here. Does he have engineers? No, he does not. So we will purchase some Republican engineers also. And, what other specialty units can I have? I guess that's about it. I'm not going to spend too much on that other stuff. Let's go ahead and add these on up. We got 3. Leader, Engineer, Brigade, Regiment, Riverine 4. I guess that's a regiment. They don't really have a size on there, but 4 and 3, that's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we had 14. We got 7 left for marches. He will go with the 3 supply. Will go with Sheridan, who has 9. If I had more markers, I'd use them, but I'm out of markers. I might even have bought 1 or 2 more. And our engineers will go with our big old Republican, our allied stack over here. Let's put him on top. There you go. Oh, well, within there's less than 12 units there. All right, that will be my recruitment. That is how we recruited. Let's see what we do next. All right, we have recruited. Now we march or attack. And like I said, it's a pretty basic game, but it's got a lot of good options that let you add a bunch of strategy. So it is time to move. We are running out of game turns. And we need to get Mexico City and some fortresses. We're doing real good on these Caribbean coastal ports. The big prize is Veracruz. So let me look this over, and we will be back. All right, so the more I look at it, I could have used all 14 action points for marches, but we'll get it going here. Here's how you're going to have to do this. We got to get Sheridan out of here. He's going to move as fast as his slowest unit, which is supply, which is 3. 1, 2. It'll end up in Laredo. Oh, lost my supply. Wanted to lag behind. All right, that's one action point. With the next action point, we're going to move him again. Oh, rivers. River Hexside, +1 on your movement point cost. So this will be 1, 2. And I only have one more action point left. And the rough terrain is 2 movement points. So, we got to get rid of this base here because it has been abandoned. We will have to spend another. This ain't going to work out. I can see this game ain't going to work out at all. I should have definitely held up to 15. We'll move another one to move 2. Oh, look at this here, though. Oh, this is a killer. We don't want to be crossing those rivers again when we attack. Oh, that's a lot. I'm eating up all my action points with freaking Sheridan. He's in some rough country. Alright, well. We just spent one, so we can move 1, 2. Instead of going this way, we'll have to go this way. 1, 2. That's all I can move because of that supply unit. I would have been there so already if it wasn't for the supply. Alright, spend another action point. Now we have 3. And he can move. Oh, I don't know if he can even get there. We can't go this way because this is 2. And then 2, that's 4. So I have to go 1, 2 for the river. Wait, 1 here for the river, yeah. So it'd be 2 to cross the river here, and so we have to go this way. This will be 2. Alright. Now, fortunately, we're on a road. So this will be a half a movement point. So 2.5, we can get there then. There you go. Oop. Yeah, we're right. That's all one movement. 2.5, yep. Alright, we have to make the war. Or did we have to spend another movement point? Yeah, we did. We'll be right back. Alright, yeah, I'm correct. It took 3 marches, 3 action points to get there. So now we will commence the attack, and it better be worth it, Sheridan. I got 3 marches left. That is not part of the design. We need to get us some Monterey. I think we can get that. I think we could get 2 more attacks. With 3, we'll go with Custer and the Mexican Republican units. But till then, we got a combat going on here. We'll be right back. Alright, there we have it. We are ready to assault the fortress of Monterey. Old Sheridan, south of the Rio Grande, he had to take the long way around. But at least this way we're not fighting across the river before we get up to the fortress, which looks really good. Not like having your men wade on through the river while this fortress is raining down fire from these little corners here. There's little cannon positions. Yeah, it'd shoot you up real quick. And like I said, it's not easy, but luckily for Sheridan, he's got some sappers. Alright, here's the tail of the tape. And who is he going against? He's going against old Merriam. I don't know if that's an abbreviation of a name or if it's Merriam, but here's his, he's got a fancy uniform. Rated a 2. 1 less than Sheridan. And I'm thinking we're counting all these leaders, because like you said earlier, they're combat units. So we got nothing. We got U.S. engineers help us with the fortress. That'll help. And nothing but veterans of the U.S. Civil War divisions. And some good supply. Facing them is some French units. Not veterans. There's some French veterans right there. More French veterans. These aren't divisions. These are just brigades. So totally outnumbered by the U.S. We got some Mexican Imperial green untried infantry. More green untried infantry. And I don't know if that's infantry or what. I'll have to look at underneath there. But then they got the Monterey defensive works and a couple of supply units themselves. Alright. We will be back with the combat procedure on the Battle for Monterey. Alright, there you go. Now we get to determine the battlefield advantage And you would think it'd go to the guy that's in the fortress, but we will see what's up. Now they have both employed their good tactics markers, so we'll flip them on over. And the U.S. has +2 to their die roll. And the Mexican has +2 to his die roll. So we will see here. Oops, let me get back here. Determine battlefield advantage. +1 if a player has one or more leaders involved. Huh. Alright, well, they both get a +1. They both have one or more veteran units, so they both get +2s. So guys, they carry pretty well negates everybody out. But we'll do it the right way. Both give them +2s and their tactics marker. So on a die roll, they will both get +4s on their die roll. So you go +4 on each one. Ooh. Imperial gets an 8. And the U.S. gets a 7. Huh. Well, there you go. Imperial has the battlefield advantage. Old Sheridan is not a good tactician. Goofy MO, you get out freaking maneuvered every time. Alright, so the obvious choice then is that says here, if the defending side has the battlefield advantage, the player may select the following. He will withdraw his force, which means there will be no combat. So we'll take this away, put this in the old tactics pile. I'll have to mix them all up, get them all randomized again. I do that every time I put them in there. Off camera, but there you go. It's a little pile. Yeah, I say you're supposed to have a cup, but I do it my way. I do have a cup, but whatever. I do it this way. All right. He's going to withdraw. So therefore, Sheridan is going again for another action point. We gotta take this. We gotta get it going here. So we will do this all again for battlefield advantage. So we check out the remaining tactics marker. We will both only have 2 left. So we'll be right back. All right, both sides have deployed their best tactical marker. We'll flip them over. U.S. will add 1, and the Imperials will add 1. So we're back to being even on a die roll again. Looking for a high die roll on the white die. Oh, ties. What does ties mean? Oh, we'll be back here. Determine battlefield advantage. Oh, sorry about the zoom feature. Alright. The player at the higher in the event of a tie, the terrain effects chart dictates the side that has the battlefield advantage. Use a terrain and defender's hex. Ooh, that'll be interesting. Be right back. Alright, well, ain't no real surprise when you're in a fortress. You definitely have the battlefield advantage, so it will go to the defender. Oh, hopefully this won't be one of those upside down videos now. Yeah, that's bad news. That's bad news. So we have to do this all over again. And we got to look and see if it's worth it. We might have to put our resources with another general who can get battlefield advantage. Freaking Sheridan. All right, he is not getting it done. Oh, we got 2 more action points, and we might have to switch our attack. We'll be right back. All right, well, we yanked the rug out from underneath Sheridan. He's taking too many resources to get his attack going on, and he can't get battlefield advantage. So we will spend 1 action point, and old Custer is going to give it a try. Good thing about Sheridan, he's got a supply. We supplied him up, so he won't be sitting there against the elements. He has food and ammunition. I don't know about Custer. Custer might have run out. Let's look and see real quick. He's got 1 supply left. All right. So I don't know if he wants to use it to the battle. We'll have to see how the battle goes, but we'll be back for assault on Mexico City. George Custer versus the French General Bizine. All right, Mexico City assault coming on up. And it always depends on what kind of hex side you come across. And luckily, we avoided all that water. All right, well, here you go. Bazine is up against it. I don't know what his total is right off the bat, but I think he's totally outnumbered and outgunned. Hopefully, Custer has better luck than Sheridan on gaining the most important aspect of the battlefield advantage. There's a couple of units there that were injured. Like I said, I flipped one back to full strength. He had 3 of them reduced, but we read the combat result table wrong with the column shift. All right, we'll be back. We have some stuff to do around the house. When we come back, it'll be maybe about an hour or so my time, but just a snap of a finger on YouTube. All right, then determining battlefield advantage for Mexico City. Player is one or more leaders. We both do. Negates that one. Player force contains one or more veterans. We both do. Negates that one. Player plays a tactics marker. All right. So on this one, Custer's going to play a tactics marker, but the Imperials are null and void. Any tactics marker that'll help a defender. So +1. Custer's already got him with a little bit of an advantage. We like Custer. All right. +1 on the white die. Yeah, Custer gets it done. Gets it done. There will be a battle. All right, let's see what goes on here. First combat round, withdrawal decision. Not this time, boys. You get to fight it out. Stick around. We'll be back. We're starting out on the 32 table for combats. And we got shifts here. We'll come on down here with supply shifts. He will definitely expended supply to give him a good shift to the right. So that moves Custer's over to the 36-44 table. All right. And Bazine has no supply to do that with. No naval support because we're no riverine units and not on a coast. Attacking engineers is part of the force attacking. Then shift another column to the right. And we're at maximum here. All right, we are liking this attack. All right. Oh, coming on down up here. All right, we keep on forgetting. Bazine's in a freaking fortress, and a shift column for a fortress is 3 in his favor. So we're going back. 1, 2, 3, down to 21, 27. All right. Benefits from terrain. Let's see here. Here. That was it. That's all he gets. Combat results. So that'll be it. Application of hits. We're ready for a die roll. On 21 to 27 table. Looking for a high number in this game. Oh, hurts. Alright, so that means he gets 4 step losses. And if it was a retreat result, he could ignore it because he's in a fortress. But 4 step losses definitely hurt. Oh, we will take 1. Oh, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Bazine. Whittling away. Smelling blood. Mexico City. And a Belgian unit will have to be eliminated. Oh, let me get everything straight down here. I'll put it back that way. Alright, he gets the fire with his remaining. His base number is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let me see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. We will start out with an 11. Right here. Alright. So, column shifts. He won't use any supply to help himself out. No naval support. No engineers because he's not attacking a fortress. However, no clear terrain for Custer. He don't get no benefit for that. Oh, what do we have a base shift for? Oh, yeah, so see, you don't get 3 shifts on the attack because it doesn't help the attacker. It only helps him when he's in the fortress. So we'll be looking at a base number, and I think that's it. There's no shifts. No shifts for training if you're in the clear. Let me look, make sure, check that real quick. Open. Nope, no shifts for open. All right. Benzene firing at Custer with 10 to 14 using the blue Imperial die. He gets a 3. That'll be a 2. Yep. 2 hits for Custer. Ooh, man. Well, that's a lot of casualties attacking that fortress. There you go. And that will be it, unless we want to expend another point. Let me look over my units. The tactics marker is put back in the tactics pile. And see who I want to attack with. We will be back with the decision on the assault on Mexico City. Be back. All right, the stronger force is Custer. Instead of these Republican units over here at, where is that, Acapulco? Yeah, they said, we're going to sit here at Acapulco. You don't need us, what a shame. Fire it on up. All right, there you go. All right, well, it'll be Custer's turn. And we'll spend our last action point. And we'll determine battlefield advantage and all that. Don't leave for the final assault on this turn for the Allies. Did they get Mexico City? Does Custer come through? We'll be right back. All right, we're back with Custer. Looking for that ever important breach, be it by mining or just bombardments. But hold on a second for a cough break. Here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps left in the fortress of Mexico City. And he's going to go for another attack. You can see the infantry divisions taking all the casualties, trying to scale the walls, I guess. We got our cavalry. Might have to dismount and give it a try themselves. So we'll see what goes on here. All right, ready for the critical. Battlefield advantage. Leaders involved are both negated. Both of them contain veteran forces, so that'll negate. Tactics marker. We have no more tactics markers. The Imperial has one, but it's an attacker marker. Alright, that'll be it. So we're just going to roll a die. As they are. Looking for a white die. Win. Oh, hard to beat, hard to beat. Custer's on it. Custer is on it. Alright. Custer gets a battlefield advantage. And that is, like I said, critical. Alright, no withdrawal decision. And that would have been bad. We would have had no more action points. So we might be able to get it done here. Let's see how we do. First combat round. Alright, yeah, we know all about that. Alright, let's go over here. Combat shifts. Alright. We will use a... Oh, no. We won't. We don't have... Nobody's got any for supplies. We are out of supply for an advantage. No naval support. Engineers. Oh, first thing we got to do is get his base number for Custer. We'll be right back. We're getting ahead of ourselves. All right, Custer's number is 30 to start with. And we'll give him a column shift to the right for his engineers. And I think that's going to do it for Custer. And for the Imperials in the fortress, they get 3 on their side. 1, 2, 3. So we're at the 15 to 20 table. And we need a high die roll to finish off this siege of Mexico City. What will it be? 6. All right, let's see here. It is -5 and a retreat. He can ignore the retreat because he's in a fortress, but let's give him the -5. Let's see here. Oh, he was able to absorb a hit. 1. That might have saved him right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, what do we get here? I guess we eliminate the garrison And Benzine holds on by the skin of his freaking teeth. Oh, what a killer. What a killer. We'll be back. All right, the man of the hour is Benzine. And his entourage of guards and just his, I don't know, his units have survived. And he is firing at old Custer with three. With three factors. All right, now we'll see if there's any column shifts. I don't think there'll be a column shift because he's out in the open. Oh, let me see here. Yeah, no column shifts. So we'll just be firing with three at Custer. Roll one die. Was a one. No effect. And which is, reasonable. It's definitely realistic. You only got a few units taking some pot shots, but yeah, he held on. We have no more action points left. So here in Mexico City, we'll go Benzine. And when we get Custer together, we'll be right back. All right. Well, Benzine has his version of the Alamo and holds off Custer. It is now the Imperials' turn, and they hung on. We're gonna take a little break here. We might call this a video, and when we come back, it'll be the Imperial turn 7, and we'll see what they can do. And one of the main things we got to do, though, he's got to get Maximilian in Mexico City. We'll see what their options are when it comes to recruiting, purchasing units, and just general movement. 6 action points or 7 action points wasn't enough. I could have used another 3 at least, 3 or 4. Anything would have helped. 1, 2, or 3. So yeah, I shorted myself. You got to watch yourself on these action points. And yeah, I cut my offensive down. If I would have had just 1 more, I could have had another shot at it and took Mexico City. So lesson learned. Strategies in Rio Grande War. We'll be back.